another Bennett Real Estate Rundown, and today we are looking at 3 great condos on the market right now. And joining us this morning, we have Brett Liscomb from the Bennett Property Shop. Good morning to you.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm so great. Okay, we are talking all about condos today and why it makes a great purchase for someone.
Well, of course, whenever you're looking at the condo market, there's so many different options out there, and I think it really attracts a lot of different buyers. You have the ones who are downsizing from the homes that have been, their lifelong homes, and you also have those coming into the market from those just trying to jump in and get their feet wet. So it offers an incredible amount of versatility, and I think some of the condos we're going to show today are going to show that.
I love that. I lived in a condo for 9 years and absolutely loved it. I say sometimes I miss it because everything was done for me. My lawn, I didn't have one, but all those little amenities were taken care of, which is so nice.
Of course, and the location, I think, is one thing that people are really drawn to, right? Because just as you're describing, a lot of the amenities that do come along with that are related to people who want that flexibility, who want to be able to, lock in, leave, and not have to worry about some of those things you're describing.
I love it. Okay, so the first one we're looking at is on Spark Street.
Yes, 428 Sparks right here, also known as Cathedral Hill. So that's the area very at the south, or the north end, pardon me, of Bronson Avenue. It's one of the best buildings in the city. It's got incredible views of the Supreme Court of Canada, LeBreton Flats, and obviously its proximity to the LRT and what we hope to be the Soon Arena in the coming years is going to make it an incredible space for a lot of people. And as you can see some of the pictures right through here, high-end finishes throughout, great amenities, the views, and being a corner unit through there too, you get sun all throughout the day. So it's perfect, if you're somebody who works from home.
I was looking at some of the amenities that this one came with too, like you're close to Parliament, but it had like a sauna, movie, and a car wash.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, for those that have underground parking as well, so sometimes you do get some dust accumulating on those vehicles. So having things like that, those types of amenities go a long way.
Okay, next up we're looking at one on Water Street.
Yeah, so this is in Prescott, Ontario. So for those who aren't familiar, that's basically at the end of the 416 that borders onto the St. Lawrence River. So as you can see in the background here, we've got incredible water views. And if you want water views of the St. Lawrence River, there are very few places that offer that, all the way from Cornwall out to Brockville. And Prescott really is kind of the gateway to the Thousand Islands. The other thing that it has to offer in Prescott is that you're in a situation, pardon me, where you border onto the United States. So you have an international bridge, you have an airport in Ogdensburg with direct flights down to Florida. So as you can see here with some of these water views, you just don't get this elsewhere. And even throughout Ottawa, there's not a lot of places with clear, undisturbed river views.
So this is great, and you get a lot, look at how massive this place is. It's huge.
Yeah, I mean, the floor plan here is nearly 1,300 square feet. So, I mean, if you found 1,300 square feet in Ottawa, you'd be well over $1 million, especially in a condo in a convenient location.
So you kind of get more bang for your buck, as they say.
Of course.
Okay, and last but not least, we're heading over to Jatoba Private.
Yeah, so here we are. This is an EQ Homes built low-rise condo. Now, what you're seeing in a lot of subdivisions is that some of these developers are trying to create density by building some of these low-rise in some of these bedroom communities. And this area here is just to the west of Stittsville, so not too far from the Canadian Tire Center. And another unit that has an incredible amount of square footage. You can see some of the additional space. A lot of times in condos, you have to make a decision between convenience and actual size. And this is one of those units that offers both. As you can see through the dining room before, upscale kitchen, large bedrooms. And I think the one thing it also does is you're surrounded by green space in some of these photos, in some of these units as well, which obviously brings a little bit of that suburban lifestyle to the condo. And you can see the floor plan here with lots and lots of space.
Wow, it does, because when you're looking at some of those photos, it looked like they were maybe in the country somewhere, but they're still in Canada. They're still in a convenient location, but you kind of have that country feel in a condo.
Of course, it's hard to miss, and like I said, that's why it's it's so beneficial for people to look at what some of the options are out there in the real estate market.
Absolutely, and if people want to get a hold of you, they can just find you at Bennett Real Estate?
Yep, BennettPros.com, and you can listen to us on CFRA.
Of course.
Saturdays at 1 p.m.
That's exactly it. You can catch Marnie Bennett and the Real Estate Rundown show. This is happening Saturdays at 1 p.m. only on 580 CFRA every Saturday, again at 1 p.m.